Anyway, forget that. So, speaking about, young players' potential, obviously recently, there's an ESPN list that's caused a lot of commotion in the NBA world. A lot of commotion. Got certain NBA media trying to say, "Yo, I'm not involved in it. I wasn't involved." And like Stephen A. He said I wasn't involved in it.
I wasn't involved in it's crazy.
He don't even know what he was talking about. But yeah, carry on.
But cool. So obviously ESPN listed their top 25 NBA players, like potential wise, in it, like stars for the future. So I'm just gonna quickly just list it out in it, 1 to 25, just quickly.
Was it 1 to 25?
Yeah, 1
to 25. Under 25.
Under 25.
1 to 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So under 25, 1 to 25. What is this? Yeah. Cool. So we'll discuss it after in it. So let me just go through it just to get out of the way. So obviously first they put Luka, 2 Zion, 3 LaMelo. Let me just start saying the numbers. Actually, no, 4 Donovan Mitchell, 5 Tatum, 6 Fox, 7 Ben Simmons, 8 Devin Booker, 9 Bam, 10 Shai, SGA.
Nah, keep
Let me keep going, man. 11 is crazy. 11 Brandon Ingram, 12 Jaylen Brown,
nonsense.
13 Jamal Murray,
Nonsense.
14 Michael Porter Jr.,
Yeah.
15 Ja Morant, 16 Trae Young, 17 Mikal Bridges, 18 Domantas Sabonis.
Sabonis is under 25.
Yeah, he's 24 still.
Oh, cool.
19 Anthony Edwards, 20 DeAndre Ayton, 21 Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton, 22 John Collins, 23 Jarrett Allen, 24 Lonzo Ball, and 25 Colin Sexton.
First of all, how's your brother third and you got drafted this year and you're 24th? That is deep.
Nothing. How is Jamal Murray that low?
Secondly, how's Jamal Murray that low?
No, it's because of the age.
What? No, but bro.
This is
Wait, is this... The list is based on potential, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I can kind of see it. If you're saying that he's already fulfilled a significant amount of his potential and you don't know how much further...
But then again, they put Ben Simmons 7th, he's 24. He's basically 25. They put same with Devin Booker, he's 25. He's in the top 10.
No, because regardless, their future potential is still high, isn't it? I think...
Donovan Mitchell's 25, he's in the top 24. Yeah. So you can't really say that for Jamal Murray.
No, I don't think it's a fair argument. I'm just saying what I guess their argument is. I don't agree with it. I think
their argument is, at the end of the day, out of these
Murray,
regardless of their age, who's going to have the best career after that?
From now.
Like, in general, not even from now, like, overall, I think.
I just think the list is based on up like 1 to 25. Who is the best player? I don't think.
Nah, it's not. I don't think LaMelo can't be third.
I don't think
the
it's
best
talking
player
about potential though.
No, it has to be, bro. They would have put LaMelo third if they were talking about potential. But LaMelo is
the top 3 people are very young for a reason because they feel like.
He was better than LaMelo on that list.
Wait, hold on.
talk about that.
They feel like Luka, out of all of them, Luka's going to have the best career. That's why he's number 1. They think he's probably going to win the most MVPs, maybe, or the most championships or something. That's what they think. That's the reason why Luka's there, regardless of his age.
They're wrong. It's Melo.
And then obviously Zion's there second because he's just
unstoppable.
He's doing Shaq numbers. Like, if that's what you're being compared to right now, bro, your career is going to be amazing as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like Devin Booker and all these other people that are already like 24 and that, it's like they might feel like they've already got to their ceiling and their career's just going to carry on like this. Maybe you'll be a good player in the NBA. You might not win the championship, but your average maybe 25. You get all-star and all that. But
no, but what I'm saying, like, I agree with that point, but I'm saying you can't put Donovan Mitchell 4th as a 25-year-old, basically, and then Jamal Murray is 13th.
That's true.
As the same age. Like, if that's the logic for it,
makes no sense.
Then Donovan Mitchell shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be this high.
I feel like with that,
Had I counter,
go on.
Jamal Murray's playing off of Nikola Jokic. Rudy Gobert plays off of Donovan Mitchell.
Also,
one of them is the centerpiece and the engine. The other one isn't.
I don't know how much they also added the fact that Donovan Mitchell spent more time in college. So he's still in his, third year, and he's leading a team that's at the top of the NBA.
I mean, Jamal Murray did beat him, though.
Where?
Last year, bro.
Nah, but okay, that's true. But that was what?
And he was very
second
key.
Year. What's that? Donovan Mitchell second year?
Last year, bro.
No, last year. What's that? His third year? Second.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think that was this.
I think
Third year.
Second
Was it
year.
third year?
It
It's third year. So this
was
is
his
fourth.
third year, but yeah, I don't know how much longer Jamal Murray's been in the league before him, but
Like a year.
think
if
about
like
all
a
of
year.
Donovan Mitchell's year. They've all gone like this, that. Like think about his career. First year he went playoffs against Westbrook and them man. Then second year, I don't even know what happened that year. But third year he was doing these numbers with Jamal Murray. So maybe they're thinking that he's gonna have a better career than Jamal Murray, even though they're the same age. So Jason Tatum was what number on that?
5. Like, that's what I'm saying. Jason Tatum 23, and they put him below Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, but
Jason
they're the
gets
same.
life, though, we know
I'm not mad at that though. For the
I-
meantime,
I wouldn't
I
say
ain't
I'm
mad
mad,
either.
but I think Jason Tatum has more potential. Like I think,
definitely.
like I'm looking at Tatum, I'm like, yo,
That
like,
guy, man.
bruv, the dude can do everything. Like he's like all he just needs to put it together a little bit. Like just small things. I feel like he still takes some shots he probably shouldn't.
Who?
Tatum.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's his main issue. I think he takes shots that he probably
Shot selection
shouldn't.
is just-
But I feel
yeah.
like once he cleans that up,
He's clear.
Yeah, but Jason Tatum's always been that guy that potentially could be number one on that list regardless. I think anyway. He could be number one on that list,
Yeah.
innit? I feel like with his number, I don't know why they put I don't know what the actual reason was for putting Donovan Mitchell there. I like him. He's one of my favourite players, so that's why I will still have him there, but I'm sure he shouldn't be there.
Man, our
Maybe
boy-
like 7th.
Man, our boy in Booker, fam. Man, our boy in Booker.
oh yeah, let's quickly run through these and just talk about the position and just say, yo, do you think we should be there or not? Just quickly in it.
Okay.
So Luka number 1. Do you think that's fair?
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense?
He has to
I'm
get
not
it.
mad at
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You're not mad at it. Cool.
He has to get his, what's he doing? Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Zion number 2.
Yeah.
Has to
Yeah.
because
Yeah?
of what he's doing.
Cool. I agree. LaMelo number 3.
Facts.
No.
Wait,
You want to chat in bear shit if you say
no.
You're chatting bear
No,
shit.
wait.
You think that's
Wait, shit.
You think he should be there?
Top 5.
yes.
Top 5.
You're
Top
bugging,
5.
man.
Top 5.
Alright, you know what? Let's
I haven't seen enough.
We can
You
cover
can't-
this later. We can
you
get through
can't tell
this
me
first.
one
You only
month is
seen him for
enough.
1 year,
I
Let's
can't
get
lie
through
to
the
you.
let's get through the list and I'll
Wait,
tell you why you're wrong.
wait,
Hold on, no,
Fam,
let's
wait,
we'll
for
get,
1 year.
just
No.
remember what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
Remember what
cool,
you're
cool,
saying.
cool.
Remember.
Sorry,
Cool.
sorry.
And that's calm. Number 4, Donovan Mitchell.
No.
I agree.
I'm not sure.
No.
I don't really agree. I think he should definitely be top, probably 8. I think 4 is a bit high.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I
Do you get
rather-
me?
You know, I
Tatum
think
or
with
Booker
that,
there.
yeah, you're not mad that he's number 4. You're mad at who they swapped
Yeah,
him
I
for.
just the only reason I don't like it is because of the logic of like
Yeah.
the age thing. Like it's like he's the only. He's the only.
one of the oldest
24-year-old.
guy there.
Okay, no. Okay, there's Ben Simmons and Booker, but
Ben Simmons should not be
That
as
man
high
came
as
like
he is,
2
though.
years
Ben Simmons
before
should be
him,
in the
though,
50, in the teens as well, fam.
Yeah.
All right, carry
but
on,
anyway,
sorry.
carry on. Yeah, let's carry on. So cool. Donovan Mitchell, Tatum, number 5.
Should be a bit
I'll
higher.
take it.
I
It's
think
calm, but
that's
I'm
fair.
definitely not mad.
I think he can be. I think number
He can
5
be
is,
higher.
is a good point.
could be.
Is a good place for him.
I'll
I
take
think.
it. I can't lie.
De'Aaron Fox, number
No,
6.
no.
That is
lower.
ridiculous.
It should be
That
lower.
one I forgot.
I think that's.
nonsense.
I think that's a bit too high. I think that's a
I
bit
mess
too
with
high.
Fox, but he needs to be lower.
He has ridiculous potential.
No, he does. However, you can't do that to some of the players.
I mean, the thing is, his team is bad, isn't it?
They're terrible.
And he
he's
has.
doing some mad stuff.
He's
though.
doing some mad stuff in it. You know, I don't know if he does the same on. We're going too far into this. But I don't know if he does the same on a better team, but whatever. Cool. Let's carry on. So 7, Ben Simmons,
Lower.
lower.
Yeah.
Okay,
Too high.
Uh,
Skip him. Let's go.
sorry, carry on. Sorry, I can't.
Quick fire, G. Yes, no, maybe. You know.
Booker.
I'm not that
8.
mad still.
Too low to me in it personally.
It's way too low.
I think that's
man.
too low.
Yeah,
I
too
think
low.
that's too low.
5 or 6.
But
When you
maybe
say
higher.
the number, it sounds too low.
Yeah.
When you say the players above, I don't know if I have such an issue with it.
Ben Simmons.
I've already said Ben Simmons should be lower, so that's non-counting.
Fox.
Once again, said the same thing, doesn't count.
Cool. We'll go through that.
to go back.
We'll go through that. Bam Adebayo 9.
I'll take it.
That's a reasonable place for him.
I'd
They
say,
needed
I'll say
something
10,
big.
11. 10, 11.
I think it's reasonable, but I think there's players below that may have
Something to say about
more
it.
Legitimate
potential
cause for
personally.
complaint.
But yeah,
But
I think
after
he's
what he
between
done-
Oh, I'm not
9
angry
to
at it.
12.
I'm not
I'd
angry at it,
say.
yeah.
I'd say
He's
9
in
to
the area.
12.
My thing
Yeah.
is,
area.
what he done in the playoffs, he cemented that he can do it when it matters.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll let
that's
him say
true.
that.
He's
That's
a
true.
very important piece to an
That's what
important
I'll
team.
That's true. Cool. Let's move on. Shy, number 10.
He's hard.
I'll
man.
take it.
Yeah?
Could be higher, but that's okay.
Nah.
Well, you think he should be higher or lower?
Lower, bro.
Well, he shouldn't be above.
Bugging,
Lower.
bro.
Because do you think he's better than Jaylen Brown? Or has a better future than Jaylen Brown?
In terms of, once again, they're arguing off of potential.
Sorry, yes,
here.
carry on, bro. Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Yeah. We'll talk about it after. Don't worry.
I'm gonna forget what I have to say.
No.
after this
We're just gonna go through like certain players in it.
Yeah.
We might not even list stars because I don't think we'll really have time. But
I won't-
we'll
we
just
can just give
let's
our
just go
opinion
through this
quickly.
properly.
Yeah,
innit? Let's go through this
alright,
properly. innit? So let's take our time. Cool. So Brandon Ingram, number 11.
I know you hate that.
I don't agree. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't agree.
I see he has. Yeah. Anyway, I don't agree.
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
Last year, maybe.
I don't know.
A couple months ago, I would have said, yeah.
Let's move on. Jaylen Brown, number 12.
Higher.
Much higher.
Not much. Just
Maybe
a little.
11.
What?
You could get one place higher.
Maybe
You shouldn't be-
8.
I don't
I
know.
think he's 8,
Nah.
man.
It should be higher, but not like leaps and bounds.
Maybe 9.
Yeah, 8, 9.
Okay, Jamal Murray, 13.
Higher.
A little bit higher. Only a tad.
Michael Porter Jr.
Should be higher.
I think
Higher?
I think he's at his level. I think he's at his level. I can't lie.
Michael Porter Jr. That's the same guy that's just yakking threes and that. That's like the third, fourth option.
Who's he
I
replacing?
think he's in
bro?
his spot right now.
Who's he replacing? Go on, please.
Let's not do this. Hold on now. Let's keep going.
Ben Simmons.
Alright.
They just come for
Anyone that can shoot is going above them.
You asked me a question. I answered your question.
Nah,
Okay,
we
but
got
anyone
to
else you
talk
were gonna
about
give-
Simmons. I got something to say about that guy.
You man are violating
Kind of
Simmons,
positive,
you know.
but we'll see in it. I
I am
got positive
violating,
things to
bro.
say about him in
Didn't he
it.
win
Anyway,
with
We'll
the
see.
EFM?
We'll see.
Fuck that guy.
Cool. Let's move on. 15, Ja Morant.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not that mad.
He's
you know.
alright with his level.
I'm okay with that.
He's actually doing quite
only
well.
thing is he's very young, and I feel like his team is good, but they're very injured. And I feel like if he was in a more consistent
When the
situation,
team was
Them
healthy
man
last
are
year,
the
they were
winners
doing very
right
well.
now.
yeah, they're playing very
They're
good
still in the playoffs,
They're
bro.
playing
and
good still.
Once again,
And the team's not amazing. It's good. They're young,
Yeah,
but
they're
it's not
alright.
that great. And he's a big
so
reason
I
why.
can't violate him because
So-
he did the same thing last year.
My thing is,
I could maybe say a bit higher, but I don't know. Innit?
I think he's at
I
the
think
right
the
level.
only thing I would say
We
is
ain't mad at that.
you see with like him, it's like we know that he can produce around this level and just steadily improve.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's gonna take massive leaps. Like
Yeah, so that's why
he was already very good last
Honestly,
year.
all I think
And he's
that he needs is
been-
his 3-point shot. If he can
Yeah.
if he can get that to like 39, 40,
Opens his game up completely.
Yeah, opens up.
different.
That
No, I
would
can-
matter.
yeah, that's
He's-
true.
he's
different,
I get
most
that.
athletic player there, fam.
different. Alright, cool. Next one, Trey Young, 16.
Should be higher.
Yeah, higher.
We're saying everyone should be higher.
Nah.
You're only coming for Ben
Trey should be
Simmons.
higher though.
No, I personally would put Trey Young above De'Aaron Fox. Personally,
I think it's due to situation, to be honest.
I don't agree.
I think it's the situation. So you think he's has a bit a brighter, more potential than
So
De'Aaron
you
Fox?
Yes.
But then again, if you look at ATL last year when the team wasn't good, they were bad.
Yeah, they were horrid.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the same thing with De'Aaron Fox. I feel like if you put him, if he, bro,
think they're
the
very
upgrade
similar.
from Atlanta from last year to this season
The team
is nuts.
Way better. I
Nuts.
completely agree. With the
And
team
Trey Young has had
evolution,
very bad games this season. Like Trey Young, his numbers are good, but
He's
he's
been up and down.
been
No,
very
I
up and
agree.
down. And there's been points where he's just been like, ugh. Like the start of the season, bro, he was bumming it out.
If not for the way he flops and the way he collects fouls, I think the way his stats will look at the end of the day will not reflect well.
But you can make the same argument for James Harden in Houston, and at the end of the day, his arms were astronomical.
Sorry, carry on. Are we going any further than that number? Because I don't really care about the rest.
Just keep going in.
I mean, the rest, okay, Mikal Bridges,
That's
I don't care about that.
Demontis Sabonis. Okay, Anthony Edwards is down here.
Yeah, I think he should be higher.
Fair enough. Halliburton.
Wait, Anthony Edwards, the number one pick in the.
You don't got nowhere, man.
Halliburton, do you think he should be higher?
Hey, let's just
Right.
run through the numbers, man. These brothers-
I think Ant should be higher.
Jarrett
Yeah.
Allen, Lonzo Ball.
I think.
I don't know.
He's 24th.
The jury's out on him. I can't lie.
We've been waiting for it
I
to
don't
come
know,
together.
man. I don't
It's
know.
coming together. You're playing well, but like, how much higher are you really gonna go now?
I don't know, man.
Calm. Let's just.
They got 3 players on that list and they're at the bottom. Actually, they're not at the bottom, but it's calm.
All right, let's kind of discuss some of the controversial ones. So right now we're cool with Luka and Zion 1 and 2. So let's talk about LaMelo winning. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people have a lot to say about this guy. So whoever wants to take the floor, take the
have
floor.
something to
innit?
say.
Let Ray drop it,
No,
man.
you man go, so I can tell you wrong afterwards.
LaMelo
Me
winning.
with
You start,
LaMelo,
bro.
yeah.
Bro,
To be
breathe.
number 3, obviously what he done this year was mad in it, and especially in certain sparks, like he's looking like his career's about to be amazing, but it wasn't long enough because obviously he got injured. It's not his fault, but it's not long enough to be 3rd on that list. Because when you look at the people under him, maybe especially someone like Jason Tatum and that, you get me, they've been there since the get-go, since the beginning. So I can't put him just there just yet, man. I can't. Like, it's not enough for me. But he had a 2-month stretch where he was doing crazy numbers. 26 and 6. Okay, but I'm not gonna put him 3rd just yet. Oh, although he is one of the youngest people there. I think he's the youngest person there. So
Yeah, he is.
Sure.
he's the youngest person there. So in the case of future projection, and his career will potentially be amazing, but I don't know.
Last year, well, you don't know all. Even like early in the podcast, you were all grilling me for not having Zion higher, correct? Last year, Zion played like 25 games or something, bro.
I didn't say it was hard then.
Carly, you definitely did.
I didn't
You
care
might
about
have
Zion.
I was the only one backing Zion.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one
Even as
saying.
podcast, I didn't care about Zion.
I get what you're saying about it being a limited sample size, yeah. But
to be third.
bro, the arguments for LaMelo are nothing to do with it doesn't make a difference because he's been playing the exact same way from he stepped on a basketball court, bro. His IQ is probably higher than most of the people on that list. His IQ is amazing. His feel for the game is like sensational. His ability to pass is great. He's learning to he's been making shots. He can shoot better anyway. He's learning to drive to the rim more aggressively, and he's actually 6'8". You might know that, innit? Yeah. You know how tall 6'8" is, bro. That's 6 foot and 8 fucking that's actually fucking massive.
You don't look 6'8" to me, bro.
Because he's skinny as hell.
Slender, innit, bro?
6'6",
Bro, he's like 19, bro. If he starts growing, building, bulking, and that,
I'm not personally not putting him third.
I don't. Okay, whose game is actually all around gonna be better than him? You might like Ben Simmons, not Ben Simmons. You might like Devin Booker and that because he can score, lovely stuff. But he's not gonna run. He's not gonna run a team like that. He ain't got the feel for the game like LaMelo has. Like all the players that I feel like you man are gonna put there, in terms of LaMelo's overall impact on the game. Bear in mind he's also good at like being in the lane, getting steals and that. I don't really know how. If he continues to elevate the way that we expect him to, you can say he shouldn't be at least top 5 potential.
So you think he's going to be on par with Luka when it comes to the feel of the game?
Yes.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, and then you answer his response. So
that makes sense.
So you don't believe Melo should be free. Who do you believe out of the top 10 should be above him?
I feel like
let me just go for them. Do you think Mitchell should be?
Tatum.
Okay, Tatum. Do you think? Okay, you're not.
But the thing is, I didn't say that. I just don't know if he should be in that third position.
Yeah, so I'm saying, who do you think should be? Who do you think is better? Like
I
you're
feel
saying that people below him are better. So who below him is better?
So I'll put Tatum above him, and sorry, can I just look at the?
Yeah, go on, take it.
Tatum.
How tall is Tatum? Quickly.
6'8".
6'9".
Oh, 6.
Boy.
And
scoring 25 a night. Everyone's scoring 25 a night.
Nah, I would at the moment, based on the argument, I'll put Tatum above
everyone just
him.
dropped 53 yesterday as well. So
I would put Tatum clearly as the third.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the others, you can argue the rest in it. So he can be fourth, and I won't argue with that. So he can be fifth. I won't argue with that.
So let me ask you now. He said Tatum.
Yes.
You believe Melo should be 3. So why do you? What do you think Melo has that shows he has more potential than
I
Tatum?
think he's already said it though.
A better passer. I think, like we've even said about Tatum, like we think he makes better decisions in the clutch and that. I don't really think Tatum is the leader of that team. I don't know who the leader of that team is. I would argue already, like everyone knows, like, it's basically Melo's team when he was playing. Like that's been established. G. They're the same height, so you can't talk about height and length because they both have that. Tatum's been playing for like 3-4 years, so he's going to be more refined. And even yet, LaMelo is starting at the point, running the team, averaging more, like a good amount of assists. And I think over his career, we all know he's going to be a better passer. And he'll be scoring that, if not a similar, definitely a good enough clip that won't make a difference. And he'll be scoring relatively efficiently. Fab, you might just like Tatum because he looks like Kobe. And
No,
but
I feel you. But IQ and feel the game, yeah, he's got that in his bag, yeah. But as an offensive scorer, as an offensive talent, as somebody that can put the ball in the bucket consistently, Tatum is miles ahead of him right now.
in his 4th year, bro. You're saying he's miles ahead of him.
Of course.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you a question.
Of course he is, fam. But we
There are
don't know.
three
We don't know how high his potential is going to jump when it comes to scoring,
We don't know
fam.
that for Melo either, so that's not really a good point.
I'm talking about Melo.
There are
bro.
3 tiers of scoring, bro. Can LaMelo score in the paint? Because I personally see that. He's driven to the rim.
He's
He's
decent.
finished with 2 hands.
decent, bro.
All of them
He's got
can,
all of
except
them
for Ben
things.
Simmons.
He's got amazing
All of them
off the
can.
rim.
I'm asking you one
Everyone
question.
on that
There are
list,
amazing
except for
goals.
Your
Zion
point
and
is he's
Ben
a better
Simmons can
scorer.
score at
My
every
argument
level.
is there are 3 tiers of scoring. Can he score in the paint? Yes.
So can the
Tatum's mid-range.
So can the rest.
Tatum's
can the rest.
mid-range better than
So can
LaMelo's.
the rest.
But can they all shoot threes?
So can the
yes.
rest.
You know when Tatum started doing that little side-step thing? In his 2nd year. You know what LaMelo's not in? His 2nd year. Your arguments are not making sense, bro.
I hear what you're saying. Innit? At the
You're
end of the
arguing
day,
a 3rd, 4th year player who's
Yes.
more refined than an NBA
Yes.
experience,
LaMelo
having played
showed us
in the playoffs
something.
against fucking...
LaMelo
I
showed us
hear
something.
you, bro,
LeBron,
but you're saying this from year 1 as well, fam. We haven't even seen what he's going to do in year 2, so you can't really say that either, fam.
You know what?
Obviously it's potential,
I'm gonna
innit?
video tag this. I'm gonna at myself in exactly 365 days from now,
Go on,
and
bro.
I'm gonna at myself laughing at you.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's
no,
not
you know
yours.
what I'll say about
my
you know
respect.
you know what I'll say about LaMelo. You know what I'll say about LaMelo. I'm not gonna just say all right. I think he has right now more potential than Tatum, But what I will say about him is that he's far exceeded every single person's expectations. And that's the one thing I'll say. There's nobody like who has like he's been watching him for years or whatever who thought he was gonna come in and do exactly what he's doing. I thought he was gonna be good, but I didn't think he would be hitting threes at the clip he's hitting it.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was gonna be as impactful to winning as he is. Bro, I didn't think he was gonna be as obviously the confidence you could see, but his confidence is next level.
Do you know what I would almost compare him to? And this is because you remember somebody said something about the Luka comparison. Yeah, he's doing what Luka's doing. As just one light-skinned dickhead with bare Insta followers, and he's just a dickhead at that. But because he's bare flair, he's always laughing, he's always doing this and that. Maybe you might are saying, oh, he's a little kid. But bro, when Luka came into the league and was doing a similar thing, immediately took over. Obviously, they had to get rid of Dennis Smith. But immediately took over, played a point guard role at 6'7", had a great IQ for the game, great feel. Obviously, I would argue that Luka's a bit more composed and controlled, but LaMelo's arguably like more talented in terms of, like Luka's got that European kind of, he's taught all the fundamentals and that. LaMelo's just 6'8" and bare long, man did all these layups like this and that for no reason.
I mean, another thing,
I feel like if you're comparing him to the person who has the most potential on that list, he's only been playing for a couple of months, he's putting up great numbers, he's hit the ground running, and he's a 6'8" point guard, and you're talking about one 6'8" scorer who's relatively one-dimensional in comparison to LaMelo. You change shit.
One thing I'll say about LaMelo
one-dimensional
is that one thing I'll say about the comparison between Melo and Tatum. One thing I'll say about the comparison between Melo and Tatum is that Tatum came into, in my opinion, a much better situation in the fact that his team was better. Obviously, Kyrie ended up fucking off like halfway through the season,
basically,
and then Tatum was the number one. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Tatum on a good team. Do you get me?
In the playoffs,
which is a big thing. But is that, you know, you can use that to big him up, but you can also use that to say, well, LaMelo's come in and was pretty much the fourth choice. He was behind Rozier, Graham, Hayward. He was pretty much the fourth choice, but he's been able to play so well that he's pretty much become the go-to, like, yo, you're going to bring the ball up, you initiate. So LaMelo is a madman, innit? But, you know, the comparison is a difficult one. You know, it's a difficult one, innit?
As the thing is, the problem, I haven't got a problem with his actual game. At the end of the day, his game, potential-wise, technically what you're saying, I hear what you're saying. It's just that, obviously, we didn't see much of what he was doing in college because he was in other places and everything. At the start of the year, he showed little times where he showed it. But then there was that month or 2 months where Graham was injured where you really saw it.
He took off.
And I feel like, I hope he can continue that because the league needs that to happen anyway. But I can't be 100% sure that that's going to happen.
If we're being real though, he has actually been pretty good since his like second game. I don't think he's had. I don't think he's been like
Yeah, but like
because he was playing off the bench. He wasn't playing more than 20 minutes.
Okay, he wasn't playing more than 20 minutes. Obviously, an injury helped him out as well. But an injury that helped him out is also an injury that helped out Tatum in his first year, and then he carried that through into the playoffs as well. So. You get me? Tatum's first year, all these players, they've been improving, but all of them technically been good, unless someone did a massive jump from 20 to 24. Most of them have been good. Tatum at 19, when he was playing his first year, was still doing a matching when Kyrie got injured. Yeah. And he'd carry that on and continue that on for his career. We knew he was good, but obviously Kyrie's the ball handler, he's doing everything. So we were like, okay, we can see that this guy's probably the best player at that draft class, but we understand Kyrie's there. But then once Kyrie left, he took it the same way LaMelo did and carried it on to the playoffs. Obviously, like I said, LaMelo got injured. If LaMelo didn't get injured and he continued this and did this in the playoffs as well, I would say yes, he's definitely third, maybe second. Okay, not second because Zion's crazy and Luka's there. He will solidify his place as third on that list. But to me, it's just not solidified. Potential-wise, maybe, but
the argument is about
no, but not like it's like it is potential because he's got more to his arsenal in it. But I don't know how refined that is because I've seen it for a short stretch.
I just have two things to say. With LaMelo, I just think if the way he's playing right now continues to rise and it goes into next year, I have no problem with what Ray's saying on the list right now.
I just don't believe that.
But right now, as it stands, I don't think that you can say that about LaMelo compared to Tatum right now.
Why do you believe he's going to carry on? What about him? Do you think he's gonna not do next season?
I just don't. I can't
Why?
tell you why.
I can't tell you why.
Only this only time can tell you. Only I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm not
part
saying
of his
I
game
just
that
need
does not
I just need
translate
an
to
extra
the
year.
Alright, cool.
Wait, that's not what I'm saying. I just
Let me let you
I
man
need
go one at a time, innit?
I need an
Because we're talking
extra.
over each
Yeah,
other.
sorry. I need an extra year just to see it in it. I have no problem with it because I can see that. Obviously I was boying out. Obviously he as an offensive player is more well rounded because he can bring his teammates into the game as well as score in the paint, score mid range, and score 3 pointers. I hear it completely in it. I'm just being big headed because I like Tatum in it, but. At the end of the day, I need to see a larger clip for me to say, yeah, cool. Your potential is higher than Tatum's at this moment of time. If you said that in a couple months, if you said that in a couple months, I'll understand that. But right now, I can't say it because.
Your point is fair, but you said you don't believe he's going to carry on, and that's why I want to know what you.
No, but mine is the same reason. It's because I don't know yet. With me, I'm always like this when I watch basketball plays. When we were doing the Levine argument book and that, I said I need to see it for longer and then I'll believe it. I always have that view on people because at the end of the day, the NBA has ballers in it. So when I see someone doing something, I'm like, okay, I can see you got this now, so I'm watching you. But then at that point, when I started watching you, you were still doing it, but then you got hurt. So my attention was on.
I hear that, but because we're talking about potential, it shouldn't matter about seeing. You should have seen what you see, and if you think he has the potential, you can say, yeah, I believe he'll carry on, or I don't believe he will. Because right now, I'm
not there yet, though. I'm not there yet with even the potential conversation. I'm not completely there yet. I'm just not completely there. That's
the point that doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is why I'm confused with you, man. Because if we're talking about potential, if you see flashes of something, there's potential for it. If you see it sustained over a period of time when you're starting as the point guard, it's guaranteed potential.
My thing with yeah, go on. Sorry, finish off.
No, it's fine. I don't see. It doesn't matter. We can agree to disagree because you're wrong.
We definitely.
But I just don't see.
How can you
But then again, next year when we have this conversation, if he's not as good as you might want him to be, you're just gonna be like, okay, but we were talking about potential back then. So
no, I was wrong in it. I said I was wrong.
So only time will tell, then, isn't it? So it's calm.
Which is why I said I'm gonna tag you, man, in 365 days. I want to laugh at both of you.
Personally, I think
Tatum
it's
is going to
fair.
be one of the greatest scorers in this game.
In the history of the game.
When everything said, do you think Tatum is going to be one of the greatest scorers?
I don't know. I'm not even being difficult.
What, you about to say, yeah?
I promise you.
What does greatest scorers mean?
I'm
Like
not
top
even
5?
being difficult, bro. I'm not trying to cause you trouble.
Tatum?
Are you trying
Jason?
to tell me that you think Jason
Tatum?
No, okay. Let's actually list the great. Not even in terms of just points. Greatest scorers.
When everything's said and done,
MJ, Kobe, KD. Do you think that he's going to match up to those 3 names? Because that's the role that he's playing right now. Harden. Do you think he's going to match up to those names? Because if you think the next name on that list is Tatum, because you just said top 5, I will fucking piss in my shoe and walk out the studio right now. Don't get on my nerves, bro. You're taking a piss. You know that,
funny, fam.
Fam,
you know what, yeah?
MJ, Kobe, KD, Harden, Tatum. Yeah, fucking right.
You know what? Yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying. Like,
come back in 10 years.
But it's not argument about a prototype.
We'll come back in 10 years.
The thing is, Tatum has super potential, and we've seen him maybe not get better every year, but we've seen him add things to his game and improve his playmaking and things like that. So he's becoming a much more all-rounded player. Do you get me? But one thing I will say is Melo has come in as that. Melo has come in as an all-rounded player that is actually able to do everything. Like, he's able to, play make at a ridiculous... And that's the thing about him. Like, what he does, good, he does it at a ridiculously, I wouldn't say elite level, but it's nearing there. Do you get me? Like, his playmaking is...
From what I've seen...
He's 19.
It's mad.
No, from what I've seen, at that young age, I think his mentality...
I can't say what I was doing at 19, fam. Yeah. Do you get me? Like,
I think his mentality...
I can't say what I was doing.
Mentality as a 19-year-old is much better than Tatum's.
The thing is, he just don't... Like, it's just ball to him.
Yeah.
Like, you see how him and Anthony Edwards talk about basketball? It's like
yeah, bro.
This is fun. Like, this is not a job. Do you get me? Like, I don't care if I do care if I win or lose, but I'm just here to play. Do you get me? And my play is going to hopefully contribute to a win. Do you get me?
We just need to wait for the pressure moments.
Yeah, that's the biggest point. And Charlotte are going to make the playoffs.
We haven't seen him in pressure moments.
But I don't know if he's going to...
I think he will. He said it's only 4 months. They said 4 weeks they're going to review, so they should review like this week.
That's the thing with me.
Next week.
I just need just a little bit. Maybe the playoffs, you get me. If he's doing that in the playoffs, you get... Because I saw Tatum do that in the playoffs in his first year.
But
wait, if he comes back I don't have an issue with you asking for more.
I'm not taking...
I have an issue with you not being able to evaluate potential, because the whole point is you take a small sample size, you project over time.
Do you know what? In terms of flashes, yeah.
Because I'm not putting him above them man right now.
Just straight flashes, he's third in it on this because he's shown some crazy stuff in it, and he's 19. So, but I just don't know why I don't think of potential the same way as I see flashes. But That's maybe my problem in this argument. If we're talking like flashes of something as a young man, you get it. He's done something crazy. Like when you make the joke about Kobe and him, you get me. Like this kid is just joking around with people. Like,
no, but wallah, he's actually the best prospect.
Stop it, man.
no, but I get what you're saying. He's talking about, but at the same time, he's taking over games.
Like, he's actually
now
the
when
best
it comes
prospect
to
is Kobe, like, it's mad.
the time is now, bro. What's gonna happen? I want to see him. You get me? Do what he's doing because his chest is always big. But
I think in the playoffs this year, if they make it, well, they're probably going to make it. I don't think it's even going to be fair to judge him because he's come back from an injury. I don't know how well he's going to come back from it. I don't think but I don't think it's going to be fair to judge him, fam.
I think he'll. You know what? I think he'll be good enough still.
I think he has to because
I think he'll be good.
If he's good enough, good. But if he's not playing up to that level, I'm not going to judge him because he's just come back from a left wrist injury.
Me personally, this is how I feel. I feel like if you're fit enough to play, you're fit enough to get judged fairly. I know it's not fair. But at the end of the day, as an NBA player, like we can't be. Like I'm saying, if an NBA player says, "Yo, I'm ready to come back," they feel in their mind they're ready to come back. You get me? Maybe I can give you a couple games. If you have a whole bad, like, you know,
I will own up in the playoffs.
If you have a bad game,
if I see him moving like
bad
this,
series,
but we'll see in it. I mean, injuries do make a big difference in it. So
we can't.
It
Depends on how you see injuries, but I hear it in it.
I feel like his injury wasn't that serious to the point where hopefully, if you can get reviewed in 4 weeks
because it's his wrist
and possibly come back. Oh, that's a great point.
That's the only.
Was
thing
it left or right?
I think it's left wrist.
Left, but it's wrist
left,
nonetheless. Is
Yeah.
I still feel like he'll perform in that.
No, we'll definitely see, man. I think LaMelo is a very good one to watch, regardless, in it. So.
Yeah, man. We kind of wanted to go through more.
We got to wrap it up.
But yeah, we're just going to wrap it up, I guess. Mitchell, Tatum, Fox, whatever. In it. All I'll say is Fox and Simmons should not be that high. I don't believe.
Nowhere near that high.
I think, you know what, Simmons,
Simmons.
You know, I wanted to actually talk about Simmons, but...
Go into it quickly.
We can still, go to.
A couple minutes, cool. So, with Simmons, I've been watching a couple Sixers games recently, and he is so important to that team. Like, defensively, I don't see a lot of players doing what he does. Like, he's crazy defensively. Like, he was switching between Zion and Ingram last game, and obviously Zion did go off. But a lot of the points Zion got was on Danny Green or on the fast break. Like, Simmons was really doing a good job on him. And Simmons can do, because he's got the length or whatever, he's got the features and whatever you call them to be a very amazing defender. But the reason why I can't put him too high is it's just the shot.
Yeah, it's just the shot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as in, he's not done anything to make it seem like he's ever going to have a jump shot.
Yeah, it is,
and that's why we can't.
That's why I can't put him.
You can't be on this list because this list is all about potential, bro.
It is.
And at the end of the day,
I think he's hit ceiling.
From his
everything else he does,
from his second year, he's been that kind of defender.
Yeah, that's been him.
You're actually
he should have been in the conversation
Yeah.
for like one of the best defenders in the league from his second year in the league.
Everything else he does is so great that if he could just shoot a free throw line jumper, I will put him top 3 fat. I swear to God. If he could shoot a
everybody from.
Even if he was shooting the 3-point like Giannis is shooting it, I'll still put him there.
Just take them, bro.
Just take them.
Please
just take them.
You don't want to shoot, fam.
It's too bad. Like, I can't give you potential because the NBA nowadays is all about shooting. If your best player or your 1B player cannot shoot, and I don't mean can't shoot like Rondo or can't shoot like them, he cannot shoot. He don't shoot. He's scared.
Yeah.
I can't put you too high, man. And that's why I think he was lower.
Them warm-up threes you make.
Like, I can't put him above Devin Booker. How can I put him above Devin Booker?
They're the same age.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I can't. Even Bam, I can't put him above Bam because Bam's potential, but Bam's defensively is ridiculous, and offensively he's coming into his own. So I will put Bam above him as well. Do you get me? You know, Simmons a madman, but the shot is just it's too much. It's too much to skip over.
I haven't even seen it. That's how bad it is. I haven't seen it
the
to
shot is
even
just
know.
too bad, man. I'm sorry.
It's not even too bad. I don't know if it's bad or not. He's not shooting, bro.
The shooting, the fact that you're not shooting,
because with free throws, it's too much. With free throws, he looks so calm and composed.
Bro, he's terrified.
Bro, I don't understand.
I don't know how, but he's actually terrified.
I don't get it, fam.
Yeah, man. I feel like for some reason he feels like he doesn't have to add it, and he feels like they can win, but. So look at the teams you're playing against this year.
I think he's convinced himself.
I think Doc has probably told him, you know, it's actually all right. I'll just put you in a different situation.
Marco Fultz ruined his entire shoulder and came back and still was shooting more than Ben Simmons.
Yeah, man.
After one mad thing happened to his shoulder and that, bro.
He's not going to shoot. He's never going to start shooting in it. That one's done. He's been in the league for like 4 years, bro. He's not going to do it.
Yeah, man. But guys, it's been another good week, another good episode. Got some things out of the way. So yeah, man, we'll just wrap it up there. See you, man, next week, innit?
Over time on that.